guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Shalom. I do videos on pop culture, artists, all that good stuff. I basically just like to yap, and you'll get to know that by the end of the video. If you're returning, hey guys, show everyone around and how we do it around here. So you read the title, and in today's video I'm talking about why Midnight Sky by Miley Cyrus kind of failed. I feel like this era of Miley was just so underrated. But in August of 2020, Miley Cyrus dropped Midnight Sky, which was a bold kind of disco inspired anthem that marked a new era for Miley Cyrus. And even critics praised it, and they were like, this is a throwback sound for Miley and, you know, her powerhouse vocals, because Miley's vocals are very strong, okay? But despite the critics and all the buzz, the song didn't reach the commercial heights many really expected. We're going to explore why it fell short of its true potential. When Midnight Sky was released, it had all the makings of a smash hit. Miley Cyrus debuted a striking music video directed by herself, which when you look at it, you're like, wow, damn, like everyone was really doing it back then, okay? And that showcased her new glam rock kind of persona that she was trying to really push in this era. This song was very far from her younger now era, and this song embraced kind of like disco synth pop influences. It even debuted in the top 20 of the Billboard Hot 100, but after its initial burst of success, the momentum fizzled out. I think one issue as to why Midnight Sky kind of failed and didn't do as well as it should have. Cast the minds back to 2020. It was released during a highly competitive period in pop music. We had artists like Dua Lipa, The Weeknd, and Taylor Swift dominating the charts. These artists were already riding the wave of success with their pandemic era hits like Blinding Lights, and then obviously Dua Lipa's smash hit Levitating. Whilst Miley's reinvention was impressive, the song basically struggled to stand out in a saturated market, because obviously, like I said, you had all these pop artists who were releasing smash hits, and I think Midnight Sky, it just didn't stand out enough to be very striking. It didn't stand out enough amongst the Dua Peeps and The Weeknd. And the music that was released back then in 2020 was very much kind of 90s, 80s theme. Although Miley's was very 90s, 80s theme, Miley went for more of like the rock pop route, whereas the Dua Peeps and The Weeknd, they kept it strictly at pop disco. They kept it very like synthy, poppy, disco-y. Her vocals were a lot more kind of aggressive and really powerhouse deep, whereas I think like the Dua Peeps and The Weeknd, obviously their vocals can be a bit deep, but they're not as deep and not as strong as like a Miley, or they weren't as strong as the vocals that I heard on Midnight Sky. Another key factor was Midnight Sky's limited radio play and playlist support, because in today's music and, you know, the music industry, being featured on prominent Spotify playlists and getting strong radio rotation are crucial for sustaining a song's success. You'll be like, how did this song get this many streams? But it's because it's constantly played on radio, it's constantly on the Spotify playlist. While Miley has a loyal fan base, the song didn't get the same push as her peers' hits. So it didn't get the same push as the, you know, the Dua Peeps, the Taylor Swifts, The Weeknd, which is quite weird because Miley has a very large loyal fan base. But why did, you know, that large loyal fan base not support this song and not even support the Plastic Hearts era? And a lot of people had this issue with Miley because they feel like she shifts her image too much, like she reinvents herself too much, because the drastic change in her image might have alienated some of her casual listeners. This is something I hear a lot on TikTok and Twitter, is that people say that she changes too much, like she changes her image, her vibe too much, and I think a lot of people don't like that. For me, I don't mind. I love me a versatile queen. I love me a queen who can dibble and dabble in pop, dabble in rap, dabble in R&B, dabble in country, dabble in rock, because for me that shows that you have versatility and you're not just in one box. Because nowadays we have too many artists who are just in one box, but then we have artists like Miley Cyrus who can do a bit of rap, pop, country, whatever. Like she can really go there, but for some people it is off-putting because they're like, who is Miley Cyrus? They're like, who is the actual Miley? Because she does change for every era, every album, if that makes sense. And especially if you are not a fan, a stan, or even if you're just like a casual listener, this probably did put you off, like her new kind of mullet 80s rock glam look. Like it might have put you off if you are used to younger now Miley or bangers Miley or Malibu Miley, then yeah, it might have been a bit of a shock for you. I also felt like the promotion for this song was terrible. Like it was really bad. It was kind of just like 1 minute Miley had long blonde hair and then the next she has a mullet and she's wearing red lipstick out their outfit. The promotion just wasn't really there, and I feel like Miley did try by posting little snippets of her in music videos, and you know, she did try. Where was the record label during this era? Why were they not putting in more promotion? The promotion is literally everything. And yes, Miley did do a couple of performances, like she did her Video Music Awards set, and the overall promotion campaign lacked consistency, I'd say. Like yeah, she did a little performance, but it's like promotion is more than just performing at the VMAs. Maybe the promotion wasn't that great because we have to think back then with you know what, so it was probably limiting traditional tours and events, you know, sustaining interest in the single for it to become, you know, much larger than it was. Even though Midnight Sky didn't like dominate the charts like I wanted, or maybe other Miley fans wanted it, like some of her previous hits, I feel like this era, Plastic Hearts, Midnight Sky, it was an important step in her artistic evolution. It was an important step in her discography. Okay, for me, like I can't imagine Miley's discography without Plastic Hearts. Midnight Sky, it set the tone for her Plastic Hearts album and further established Miley as a chameleon of pop music, because it showed that Miley can do everything, and this album showed that. She also had collabs with Stevie Nicks. Okay, who do we know in this era who can literally get Stevie Nicks on a song? I don't think people know how impressive that is, to get Stevie Nicks on a song in this day and age. Sometimes a single isn't about topping the charts, although it is, but it kind of isn't. It's about paving the way for something bigger, and for Miley, Midnight Sky was just the beginning of a powerful chapter. You know, it's kind of a shame that people didn't really listen to this and look past it, because this is generally a seriously good song. I love Midnight Sky. I love Plastic Hearts. I love A Heart of Glass cover by Miley. But you know what? Even if it did only reach like number 14 on the Billboard charts, even if it didn't soar as high as I expected it to, considering how good the song is, you know, it proved that Miley Cyrus is not afraid to take risks and redefine herself. That's why I'm always just like, you know what, Miley's level of just confidence and I don't give a crapness is like the level I want to get to. She's not afraid to take risks. She's not afraid to reinvent herself with her music, with her actual physical appearance. And I wish a lot of more artists had that kind of mentality of not being afraid to reinvent themselves, not being afraid of doing different genres, even if it doesn't work, even if it flops, even if it fails. At least you tried. Since Miley is able to redefine herself constantly, I feel like in this day and age, that is literally like one of the best things, the best skills you can have. Okay, and to me that is a real victory. But what do you think of Midnight Sky? Let me know in the comments. What do you think of Midnight Sky, and what do you think of the Plastic Hearts era? See you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, turn the bell on, and comment this emoji if you made it this far in this video.